Doctors reveal 3. Worst foods for your brain after 45. Have you started forgetting little things more often? Where you placed your keys, someone's name, or why you walked into a room? If you're over 45, you're not alone. And while some memory changes are a normal part of aging, others may be linked to what you're eating. Yes, you heard that right. The food on your plate could be quietly damaging your brain, slowing your thinking, affecting your mood, and even raising your risk of dementia. Doctors and neurologists have been studying the connection between diet and brain health for years, and they've found that some common foods, especially those popular in middle age, can speed up cognitive decline. In this video, we're going to reveal the 3 worst foods for your brain after 45, foods that science shows can increase inflammation, reduce focus, and even shrink areas of the brain responsible for memory and decision-making. Stick around to the end, because knowing what to avoid is just as important as knowing what to eat. Once you're aware of these brain-sabotaging foods, you can take control of your health and keep your mind sharp well into your golden years. Number 1. Processed meats. Hot dogs, sausages, bacon, deli slices. These are staples in many households. But according to doctors, processed meats are some of the worst offenders when it comes to brain health. Why? They're loaded with sodium, nitrates, and preservatives, ingredients that increase inflammation in the body, including the brain. A study published in BMJ found that people who consumed high amounts of processed meats had a significantly higher risk of dementia. Not only do these meats affect your blood pressure and heart health, but they may also reduce blood flow to the brain, making it harder to focus, remember, and think clearly. If you're over 45, your brain is already more sensitive to damage from oxidative stress and inflammation. Eating processed meats regularly only adds fuel to that fire. Instead of reaching for a hot dog or ham sandwich, try lean, unprocessed proteins like grilled chicken, beans, or fish, which are far better for both your heart and your mind. Number 2. Refined sugars and sugary beverages. That morning pastry, that can of soda, or even your daily flavored coffee drink might be doing more than just spiking your energy. Refined sugar is a major enemy of brain health, especially after 45. When you consume large amounts of sugar, your blood glucose levels spike, and over time this leads to something called insulin resistance, which has been linked to memory loss and even Alzheimer's disease. Sugary drinks like soda, sweetened teas, and energy drinks are some of the worst culprits because they flood your system with sugar without providing any nutritional value. In fact, studies show that people who consume large amounts of sugar have smaller hippocampuses, the part of the brain responsible for memory. And here's the scary part. These changes can begin decades before symptoms of dementia appear. Doctors recommend cutting back on sugar as early as possible. Swap soda for water or herbal tea, and choose snacks with natural sweetness like fruit, dark chocolate, or nuts. Number 3. Trans fats and hydrogenated oils. You've probably seen labels that say partially hydrogenated oil, especially on packaged snacks, margarine, frozen pizzas, and even coffee creamers. These oils are packed with trans fats, and doctors agree they are toxic to your brain. Trans fats increase LDL, bad cholesterol, reduce HDL, good cholesterol, and trigger inflammation throughout the body. But what's especially alarming is how they affect the brain. Studies have found that people with higher levels of trans fats in their blood performed worse on memory tests, had poorer cognitive function, and were more likely to develop Alzheimer's disease. These fats interfere with neurotransmitters, reduce brain volume, and damage the lining of blood vessels, reducing oxygen and nutrient flow to the brain. The FDA has taken steps to ban trans fats in many countries, but they still sneak into processed foods, so it's important to check labels. If you want to protect your brain, replace trans fats with healthy fats like olive oil, avocado, walnuts, and fatty fish like salmon. These not only nourish your brain, but also reduce inflammation and support memory. Final thoughts. If you're over 45, protecting your brain isn't just about crossword puzzles or memory games. It starts in your kitchen. By avoiding processed meats, refined sugars, and trans fats, you're giving your brain a fighting chance to stay sharp, focused, and healthy for decades to come. Remember, it's never too late to make a change. Start by cutting back slowly, replacing unhealthy choices with brain-friendly foods, and staying consistent. If you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to our channel, and share it with someone you care about. Your brain is your most powerful asset. Take care of it, and it will take care of you. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.